All right, so today we're going to be talking about phased array technology that is available from Evident NDT. So the instruments that we offer, we have the OmniScan SX, we have the OmniScan X3, and we have the OmniScan X364. So those are three current available models. We do still have the MX2 available in limited quantities. So the X3 has replaced the MX2. We do still provide service and some support on that equipment as well, if we still have one of those procedures. So OmniScan SX, I've got a picture on the next screen so you can see what it looks like, but this features an 8.4-inch touchscreen display. It's one of our smallest phased array units. It's easy to operate, cost effective for less demanding applications. It is available in two models. We have it in the SXPA and the SXUT. So PA is a 1664 DR phased array unit, and the SXUT is equipped with a conventional UT channel for pulse echo, pitch catch, or top inspection. If you compare it to the MX2, it's 33% lighter and 50% smaller. It's going to offer you greater levels of portability if you're having to maneuver around the lot with your inspections. So some of the features that are on the OmniScan SX, especially if you can use software on it, we can export with C-scan now. It's got some new end views that have a group merge function. Interleave is available. Analysis attenuation gain is now on there. Scrolling layouts for easy interpretation. So if you use the 650 scroll wheel, this one has it as well on the right side. You can scroll through your menus, get to them really quick. Optimize menu menus and wizards for easy setup and calibration. Onboard compounding scan and curve geometry ray tracing for longitudinal wells. So some of the applications that the SX is good for, as far as well inspection is concerned, so manual and semi-automated PA well inspection has been developed by Evident for the oil and gas industry. It can be used for inspection that's in compliance with ASNT, API, and other code criteria of AWS 211 is another one. It can be used for corrosion mapping and composite inspection. So we do have field-proven solutions for detection of anomalies of wall loss. Soft well inspection. So TOP's easy and efficient approach for primary detection of well defects. It's quick, it's cost-effective, and it's capable of sizing defects present within the volume of the well. As far as component inspection is concerned, so you can use both phased array and conventional UT on there for detection of cracks, small loss, other damage. You can do both angle and linear 0 beams with SXPA. It is a cost-effective solution for single group phased array inspection. So if you're looking to get the phased array and cost is a major factor, then the OmniScan SX is worth taking a look at. The next one we're going to talk about is our OmniScan X3. So this is our flagship instrument right now. It is 3 times as fast as the OmniScan MX2 flaw detector as far as the ERR pulse repetition frequency is concerned. Has a single time of flight diffraction menu for an accelerated workflow. So you simply click top and then you're able to follow through that menu, getting it set up incredibly easily. Improved fast phase rate calibration lessens frustration. So walk you through the scanning plan of calibration. Go step by step. Each menu kind of walks you through what you need to do, making it simple and fast. This unit also has 800% high amplitude range, which reduces the need to rescan. It also helps preserve some of that amplitude fidelity when you're transferring data from your machine to maybe a PC for evaluation. Has onboard DLA and TMA matrix array probe support, which accelerates setup creation. It is compatible with these files and setups from Unix to the SX. So you can compare new data with old data, monitor changes through time. You can also, it is also compatible with MX2 and SX2 setups to facilitate procedure compliance and help get your setups going a little bit quicker. So its range of applications include wells, pipelines, pipes, corrosion-resistant alloys, corrosion mapping, HTHA inspection, detection of stepwise cracking, composite inspection, flaw imaging, and more. So it is IP65 certified, brain and dust proof. It has a replaceable cooling fan on the backside, so you can replace that without voiding the calibration of the instrument. It has onboard GPS to record the location of your data, and also used in the event that your machine gets stolen or lost. It is restricted in some areas, or not available in some areas. You can also connect wirelessly to the ASNT Connect Cloud platform to download the latest software as soon as it's available. So you set a Wi-Fi connection, you can upload the latest software through that. The X3 comes with 25 gigabytes of onboard storage. So in terms of scanning, what that would translate to is you could have a single scan using 4 TFM groups for a 2-inch well and be able to collect 32.8 feet of data and store that on the machine without having to transfer it to a laptop. You could also do a 25 foot by 5.5 foot storage tank with a 1 millimeter by 1 millimeter resolution. It's the high performance scanner, and about 65.5 feet diameter single passive wind tower well using a 4-sector scan, 2 linear scans software. So quite a bit of data that we hold on the machine.
Quick question.
Yes.
Okay. It can hook up to the Olympus cloud for the Habitat cloud. Can you download information for your own personal cloud?
Question.
It does. Question is basically for Dean.
Are you talking about, like, say, transferring it to something like what's that program?
There is, I want to say there is a way, because the level 3s or level 2s or whatever, we have remote site viewing. So with remote site viewing, we could be able to take that data.
Yeah, I would imagine so. I haven't done it before, so I probably have to purchase see like the code that.
So, Damon, you were talking earlier about some of the scans that you're going to have to go out and do, and some of these files are really large. Something like this, you'd be able to hook up to the cloud, download the information, it's readily available today. Anybody can log into it.
Yeah. Yeah, so like Venetia was saying too, on the X3 we have remote software connect. So it's an additional software fee that's a yearly expense. But with that, just about anybody wherever they're at in the world can log in and view their screen, and they can actually take control of the X3 as well. So it's done through Zoom. You can hit RSC, you can put their email, and they send them an invite, and they join the Zoom meeting. They're able to see your screen. They can watch the change through it. They can also request to take control and go through it with your settings.
So they can take it from there.
Yeah.
So they can actually, so really what it does is, there's an incredible YouTube video on it. But, and it's an evident YouTube video, but they're just, someone's driving from someplace else. And all the other person's doing is this, you know.
Yeah, no, I heard some of the stuff. It was like this underwater welding, having the inspector up top though, actually picking up that type of stuff.
One of the cool applications for IT that's used before had met a guy while I was in base grade class. He was going out to do storm tower inspections. The company that was having the inspections done required them up to 3 people on site to monitor the inspection. So their workaround was the inspection was the inspector would go out there, remote software connected to level 3, and would actually watch the inspections from his house or his place of business, and the client would pay them down. So that was a pretty neat little workaround or something like that. Like I said, if your level 3 is not local to your facility, ask some questions, and you can always log in and run through your settings and go over and set up everything. So you want to start to sort of even help with data evaluation. So one thing we have available on X3 is TFM. It's a total focusing method. Combination of OmniScan X3 flow detectors, live total focusing method, onboard processing up to 1024 by 1024 grid resolution. And its vibrant color display makes TFM images stand out with exceptional detail. The details are very sharp and clear with high resolution. You can run up to 4 TFM modes to provide images from different angles. That information can help provide greater confidence when identifying defects and determining defect depth. So we've got some of the modes that are supported up there, 2T, 3T, 4T, L to L. With our 32 element, we can actually multiplex and turn it into a 64 element TFM machine. And then with our 64, which we'll talk about here after this, we can multiplex it and actually have a 120 element TFM. So one of the cool things with TFM is that we have is called AIM, or our acoustic influence map. So when you're choosing your wave sets, it provides you an instant visual model of the sensitivity based on your mode, settings, and your stimulated reflector. It helps you visualize the effect of the wave set, see where sensitivity stops, and then adjust your scan plan accordingly. So what we see on here, red would be the areas where you have the most sensitivity, yellow a little bit less, blue less sensitivity as it goes further out. So that's a cool little tool that you can use in TFM to see where your sensitivity is the highest based on your setting and your other filter. And then we've got 64. So on the ASNT X364. So when you're on the job site, you need equipment that's compact and easy to transport. It's smaller, less cumbersome than other typical 64 channel devices. 64 is going to offer true portability, providing increased convenience and flexibility for jobs where space is limited. It's built up to withstand harsh environments. So again, this one's IP65 certified granting and dust proof. It has the same user replaceable cooling fan, void calibration is replaced. Onboard GPS, again, functionality is restricted in some regions on that. And you also have the software updates via the Epic Connect Cloud platform. The ASNT X364 also has a large internal storage. It has up to 1 terabyte of internal storage that's going to enable you to perform larger, bigger scans and stay on site longer without needing to transfer your files. So the 64's got improved phase array focusing capabilities that are going to help support larger active aperture elements. That's going to enable imaging deeper into thick wells, thick wall material that hard to penetrate metal. We also gain the power to drive advanced PA probes such as DLA and TMA probes, or even customized probes, so we can achieve higher quality imaging of acoustically challenging materials such as dissimilar well materials, or maybe something like stainless steel. So the X364, you can optimize your inspection workflow through the use of weld site. We'll talk about weld site here in just a minute. But installing the weld site remote connect app on a wall detector will enable you to control the acquisition and instantly view your face for data on a PC. You can also increase productivity by exploiting the customizable user interfaces and advanced analysis tools and optimizing your equipment configurations to match your needs. So with weld site and an X364, you can essentially set it up where you drive everything on the PC and do everything from the PC.
That's amazing.
So another good thing about the 64 is we can use larger probes, which is going to give us higher quality imaging supported by the 64 count capability. That's going to help you obtain better resolution deeper in the part and clearly see those minute flaws because it's high tag with every set critical things. You can also perform faster TFM with the 64. So you can it makes it more feasible to incorporate into a regular part of your inspection process. Using a full 64 element aperture is going to increase the acquisition speed of your TFM, which can be further optimized by the system's sparse firing algorithm. Exponentially faster acquisition rates, so up to 4 times faster using 64 element probe. This is comparing it to the X3, the 32 120 model, and up to 2 times faster using that 32 element probe. And you can also expand your potential for specialized application using units up to 128 element aperture capacity to meet those challenging inspection demands. One of the big things about the X3 and one of our main selling points on it is PCI. So what is PCI? Phase coherence imaging is a new technology using phase scan phase information. It's an amplitude-free variation of TFM. The PCI uses FMC data that's collected for the chosen waveset. Signals treated so that only the phase information is conserved and amplitude is discarded. You have a TFM image that's generated from the level of phase coherence between ASNTs rather than the sum of the signal amplitudes. Your phase coherence is compared through the analysis of the frequency distributions of the ASCAM. So what does that mean? Really, in basic terms, what it means is when you have a lot of signal noise, you tend to have low coherence. We call that high frequency variance noise. And so signal noise, so stuff from like attenuation, large grains of material, backfall, stuff that is not really coherent. It doesn't return back at the same frequency. We call that low coherence. It kind of takes it off the screen, reduces it. You don't really see a whole lot of signals from that low coherence reflectors inside the material. When you have indications, though, you tend to have what's called high coherence or low frequency variance. So the response signals from those indications tend to be rather close in frequency, which means that they're coherent. And what our algorithm on our machine does with that is it brings those indications out so you're able to see them better. It also offers improved performance in noise materials. In many cases, the image quality is improved with high signal noise with a greater frequency distribution variance. So some good things about PCI, some advantages. It's possible to saturate the signal. There's no gain adjustment since the technique is amplitude free. There's no need to pre-adjust the gain to a reference reflector. Properly selecting your wave sets using the AIM tool is sufficient. You also have more consistent scanning between inspections because there are fewer parameters to adjust for the acquisition and during analysis. Fewer groups are required for the same part coverage, since small reflectors have highly coherent responses. And then tip diffractions are obvious, and those can be used for accurate fall sizing since they have a stronger signal relative to reflections. We've got better imaging close to large reflectors such as the back wall. And sizing is easier with few manipulations since it's moving the gate around, boxing in your size and your flaw that you're looking at and bringing a size on the screen readout. So one of the good things that you compare with the X3, both the 32, 128, and the 64, is what we call WellSight. It's our analysis software. So WellSight software comprehensive acquisition and analysis tools enable you to engineer compliant and repeatable advanced phased array, UT, and time of flight diffraction well inspection. Pushing flaw characterization and sizing further, WellSight software tools enable inspectors to conduct thorough analysis and comply with their strict validation requirements of international or internal standards. So with WellSight, essentially what you can do on here is you can set up and build your entire scan plan prior to going out and inspecting your part. So it's used with ESB tool. So you have access to a full library, catalog, pros, and wedges. You can build your scan plan through ESB tool and then import that into the X3, which also gives you an overlay of the part as you're scanning as well. So when you're configuring your inspection using the WellSight software, ESB Tool Scan Plan Designer facilitates the task of engineering advanced UT phased array inspections. It incorporates parameters for fabrication codes and a wide range of well part characteristics. So even from the most basic well geometries to some of the more complex stuff, you can design those in ESB Tool and then upload those into your machine and have those parts. You can also save time on calibration with WellSight. So you can validate sensitivity in a single quick pass. You have automatic wedge validation and probe element validation. And then you also have improved TCGs and do simultaneous calibration of multiple probes in TCG. So that's probably one of the cool things I like about this is instead of having to do one point at a time, you can do multiple points all in one swipe. Validating indications is used through the software's numerous analysis tools. So I won't go through all these, but we have a few different validation tools on here that help with analyzing your software. So volumetric data merge. So in large parts, you can screen the whole well in one view to efficiently evaluate the indications. You can slice projection cursors. You can also merge files from two different data sets. So if you have a really long well where you're not able to capture it all in one pass, you can scan both of them and then go to the well site and merge those data files. Max amplitude, min thickness, so you have automatic position cursors that position the cursor at key positions, maximum amplitude for well inspection, or the minimum thickness for corrosion detection. Well site for corrosion analysis. So some features that it has in there. We've got cluster analysis. So the software automatically detects indications and provides sizing data for the clusters. And you have lots of small indications that are kind of grouped together. We're all in one spot. It will cluster those together and give you the data on individual points, or give you the min and max.
That's amazing.
It'll automatically position the cursor at the minimum thickness when you're scanning or doing your corrosion analysis. You can do file merge or stitching here as well, so you can take data from multiple scans and stitch them together and merge them within the well site. For weld analysis, we have stuff like dynamic C-scan, which is going to display only what's in the gate. So you can click and drag the gate to screen regions of interest, and anything outside that gate you're not looking at. Max amplitude tracking, you have editable gates. So even though you scanned it and you've acquired that data, you can come back into the well site, you can still manipulate a lot of that data, such as like pain, move your gates around, adjust your screen range. And then we also have soft gain and auto 80. So you can quickly adjust the gain to 80 or back to your reference level for detection, characterization, and size. And all this can be done by a laptop or a piece of computer. We also have fully customizable reports. So when your weld or corrosion analysis is complete, website software, easy to use spreadsheet-based templates enable you to generate professional reports that are tailored to your needs. So up here, I just got an example of a couple different reports. Again, these are fully customizable, change them, move them around, fit them to your needs, and add to, take off whatever information that's going on there. And then, so some of the base grade scanners that we offer. So some of the ones for weld inspection. So this is a list of scanners that we have available for weld inspection. We have thousands as well. And I've got some pictures of a couple different ones up here. Our wire encoder, our axe seam, the steer rotor, and our Cobra scanners up there as well. So again, these are for a number of different applications, from basic to the most advanced applications. We have a wide variety of scanners that fit just about anything. We've also got tons of scanners for corrosion inspection, with our most popular one probably being the Hydroform scanner, probably one of my most favorite too. We also have the Flexiform for elbows, pipe elbows, having scan curve radius parts. The map scanner, map rover, which can be automatic or semi-automatic scanners. Chain scanner for non-ferromagnetic materials, so if you're having to scan something that's non-magnetic, you have a chain scanner. A bit lighter than the Versa mouse for more simpler applications. We also have scanners for composite inspection. So our roller form is probably one of our most popular ones for composite inspection. It's a liquid filled tire with basic grade transducer in there. You can do both angle beam and straight beam inspection with that, linear scans. We have the mini wheel encoder, which is probably one of our most basic and simple encoders. It can attach to a number of different probes and different attachments to equipment, and then our Versa mounts. So if we do have X3, we do have our latest software, MXU 5.15, that just came out. It is now available for download. So again, you can download that through the Olympus cloud, or you can go to our website and download it on the thumb drive. So some of the things that are new with our MXU 515, we now have plain wave imaging is available. It's available in the scan plan. You can go under groups, and you can now select PWI as a log configuration. We've got a couple other PWI accessories that are available in there as well. Some workflow improvements. So we now have automatic detection of evident probes. So you plug in your evident probe, you go to choose your probe, you hit auto detect, and it's able to tell what probe you have on there. And it also bring up compatible wedge options when you propose there as well. So you don't have to scroll through a list of different wedges behind the frame. We also have C-scan orientation toggle is available on the machine now. So if you're doing corrosion monitoring with something like hydroform, you have that toggle available on the machine now as well, and not just on the hydroform scanner. We now support A36 probes and wedges. So I actually saw this question on LinkedIn the other day. Somebody asked about it. The new 515 software supports A36 probe and wedges setup. So that's available now. That's a probe and wedge you're using. One of the cool things with the new software is the airfield displays. When you're setting up your beam profile, your beam set, you can turn on and off your airfield display to see where your focusing capabilities lie. You get a clear visual reference to the probe's focusing capacity, helps you achieve the optimal probe and wedge combination, and helps you avoid using third-party software. Some other things, we have reference beam and bevel incident angle. So you can highlight your reference beam within your phased array beam set and ensure that it intersects the bevel incident angle at the proper angle. Helps you achieve optimal results the first time. We've also got some scan plan improvements. And then now the probe and wedge manager is now available in the scan plan. So rather than having to navigate to a separate menu to choose your probes and wedges, that's available in the scan plan that you're setting up the machine. So that's going to help you save setup time and accelerate navigation to the tool. So here's my contact information. If any of this equipment that I talked about today interests you and you'd like some more information on it, feel free to reach out to me. I'll leave this up here for a little bit so you can take down that information if needed. And again, if you're not located in my territory, you can still reach out to me and I can put you in contact with the rep in your area. Thank you, and hope you have a good night.
Question,
Yes.
everyone's question,
Yes.
money.
Funny. Okay, so 32-128, which is probably our most common model. It's going to run you somewhere.
And this is for the X-ray or for the FX?
We'll start with the SX. So the SX is going to run between 18 and 25,000 depending on model. We have SX-PA, SX-UT. Your X3, 32-128, is going to run you somewhere around the $75,000 to $76,000 range. A 16-128, right around the $50,000 range. And then your X364 with PCI is around about $95,000 to $96,000. Now we do have some promotional stuff going on with the SX. I believe have one going on somewhere around 19 right now. The SX-PA is 25. But we have a promo going on with that on the PC, which is free for download anyway, but it also continues to sell a builder to help build some of your setups prior to the acquisition. We have a promo, I believe, still going on with the X364. So it's, let's say, somewhere at the $98,000 range with well-site acquisition or analysis on it. So you have acquisition and analysis that you have text the software. I don't know the price of those off the top of my head. I have to look those up. But the promo that we have going on with the 64 is probably going to save you about 12 grand. We essentially get well type.
And with the X-ray, it sounds as though it's definitely expandable.
Yes.
Because they keep adding more and more onto it for not only software features, but also hardware as well.
Yeah, so one thing with the 16, we have 1664, 16128, and a 32-128. If you start with the 1664, you can always upgrade it to a 16-128 or a 32-128. And same with the 16-128, you can upgrade that to the 32-128. You cannot upgrade the 32 to 64. Because the internals in the computer, the motherboard is different.
Do you know what I'm?
You have 32-128.
It's 9 to talk.
Yes, and you can do talk, BTFM on there as well. So we can, if you're interested in that, I can always provide them.
What do you think that, because I can't teach that.
Okay.
Do you think that's a good way, like $20,000? My yearly budget. I try to buy something that is gonna make an impact.
Yeah.
So
So Just from my experience and kind of what I've seen in the industry, it seems like top is much more used, much more widely accepted and received in Europe. And not so popular here. I do see a little bit of it here, but I don't see as much of it until you go overseas. I think maybe something I'm getting into like get down or you can see this guy, would be, they've been just looking and that's just,
I don't know, can you kind of think about it? I want to dedicate, I want to dedicate a good chunk. I'm gonna have to buy some, I'm gonna have to buy some consumables and stuff like that. But I want to dedicate a good chunk to something that's really value added. I can't do right now.
yeah, I can do some brainstorming.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one of my questions.
Questions.
So when you were talking about doing some of the extra special type of stuff, so you're doing the frequencies of the signals that are being returned.
Yes.
Right. And using that to eliminate a lot of the other noise.
Yeah.
From the huge variance. How does that go with current Apple standards? So meaning, is that something that you could actually take from the two Apple standards right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I say the big thing that I've seen it with or used with a lot of people post pictures and say, hey, here, I tried to do that. So as far as I know, there's no, and again, I'm not super well versed on ASNT, but most of that is based on new inspection, new equipment that's being built. When you're going out with damage mechanisms, I don't think that the code covers that, or they really don't have those items, tribes, and tag free, stepwise track and stuff like that.
ASNT from ASNT meeting.
Allowed to use or stuff like that. But that's where a big area where PCI is happening.
Is that something that's feasible, just normal like UT?
Yeah.
Scenarios, not just the phase array. So
Yeah.
if you're doing like, you're looking at a flat bottom hole, just whatever. Okay.
Yeah, so you can use it for well inspection, you can use it for, considerably for HTHA or some kind of damage mechanism. It's essentially just turning it on in the machine and calibrating it for it. So it helps, it works really good, but, I don't know, let's see if we can, I'm gonna spot sharing. So we can see this and what else on battery? I'll get load this in on the top. There you go, guys. Cool day. Battery, please.
You can post it like wall.
No, this should be okay. Laptop. So hopefully you guys can see that on the screen. If not, then maybe we can get that to the TV. So one of the cool things, I got PCI is to get this unpause, but it's a couple on here. So I've got my demo test block up here. I've got some simulated corrosion on here, some porosity, some stack drill holes, and some other side drill holes over here. So here, we're standing over some what we call porosity or side drill holes. So the cool thing, I'm doing a 0-degree inspection right now, and I actually have on the screen, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drill holes. So I can actually see the side drill holes that are underneath the other side drill holes. So the conventional fatigue. Yes, you have a
We do. This way we can share that screen. That's the other nice thing about the X3.
I was looking to see if there's one on the TV.
And I can come close if I need to.
Plug it right to his laptop.
Yeah, I was gonna play into his laptop. Oh, yeah, let's do that. We'll plug into the laptop. So that's screen on. I'll start.
So this will make it easier for the people watching at home.
Yeah. Not super, if you do that. Yeah.
You wanna go walk around with me? Get bored? Okay. How's that as the thing?
Yeah.
Do you wanna take a picture of you with the helicopter?
If you would take that phone and take some pictures. Can you see that, Bob? Can you see the screen from here, or is it too blurry? Okay.
No, all I see is a white screen.
Let's see. Get it figured out. Is that better? You know, this is white. That's
Nope.
Yeah. It's washed out.
Well. Right.
At this point, it might just be easier to just hit TV. And plug it in.
Well, it's like, it's not, this is. It's not like a computer.
Gotcha, okay.
So what it'll do is we can save the file of this and it'll be open that software and you just play back. That's the process.
Okay, well, let's try our best to explain it as it goes.
Okay.
It looks really cool for those of you that can't see.
Yeah.
If you're interested in seeing some actual images of PCI, like I said, you can always reach out to me, shoot me an email. I can send over some PowerPoint presentations on it or some of the information that we have on it. Or even we may have some data that but if you have an X3, we can send over and pull it up and look at it. So one of the things that I was trying to show on here, especially with phase array in general and TFM and PCI, is so I have 3 side drill holes that are stacked on top of each other over here. And I'm able to see all 3 of those just right on top of it. So something that conventional UT is not able to do. With phase array and TFM, PCI, we're able to see stuff that's underneath each other. And same thing with these porosity or these other side drill holes over here. I'm able to see the 2 side drill holes that are underneath the other 4. So something that's also harder to do with conventional UT, be able to determine stuff like that. So we're able to see really small defects. So we've also got some corrosion down here on the bottom. So stuff that's real close to the back wall. You can see we don't have a whole lot of noise from the back wall, but we do from these little pockets of corrosion over here. So again, PCI, when you're looking for small damage mechanisms, small defects, really good application, amplitude free. And then in this one, I'm able to pull up all these side drill holes over here. Right there, I can even resolve that first side drill hole that's right here, just underneath the surface on this block. Maybe about a 1/16 of an inch deep, maybe a little bit less than 32nd. So that is PCI right there, an X364.
60,000 feet. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and I'm not calibrated right now either. So it's just I turned it on.
Now is there?
Yeah, just chose the probe, turned on PCI, and plopped it on the block. So no calibration at all, and we're able to resolve that hole that's just about 30 seconds, 16 inch right underneath the surface. Again, that's with contact. I got my phase array probe straight on the calibration block. I don't have a wedge on here, but even with the wedge, you still have that awesome resolution. Good picture detail to those small little things. Thank you. We offer, so one of the things we offer financing at least. So if you guys are interested in testing out the equipment, so we can do what's called an evaluation on the next month, the equipment for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, let you guys test it out so you can work for your application. We can come out to your facility and do demos. We can do demos through Teams. We can also do assist with difficult applications. So maybe you have an application that's difficult to accomplish with just regular phase array or conventional UT. Our Houston support guys, we can always get part to sit down to them for evaluation to look at and say, give you the best looking probes, wedges, and setup for you guys to use for that part of that particular part.
So you guys will also go on-site customer locations to
Yes.
have the parts already on site?
Yes, yeah, we can also come on site. Most of the time it'll be the sales rep. For advanced applications, we'll get one of the guys from Houston to come up with us. So if anything is going to involve the CFM, PCI, some kind of advanced scanner or something like that, but I don't the advanced application testing for those. Like I said, one of the big things we pride ourselves on is support too. So sales reps are always there to support the equipment and the customers out there. I did an Epic 650 training today for some new customers. We do different stages, phase array, and so we're happy, more than happy to support the customers.
Anybody watching it virtually have any questions for Mr. Dillon?
Yes. How much have you worked with AWS on this?
So I will say maybe I don't have any experience with the hands-on application and putting it to AWS. So prior to me coming on board with them, I worked with a steel manufacturer, the AWS T11, and I was actually in the process of getting phase array implemented into our program. So as far as the requirements, what AWS T11 requires, as far as equipment and probes and stuff, I'm really familiar with that. What they want or what equipment you have to use to inspect and stuff. But I don't have any hands-on experience actually doing those T11 inspections.
Okay, but does your unit have AWS software?
Good question. So I know we got conventional channels on here. I don't think that the X3 has the AWS software on there. I'll have to check. I know our conventional UT units, like our FX 650, come with the AWS software on there. That's a good question. I'll have to look into that.
Okay, and thirdly is, okay, so I crawl around up on the iron to do moment connections, splice connections, and things like that. How portable? I mean, that's a fairly big unit compared to the Epic or the Sonotest D20. So,
Yeah. I mean, as far as portability, it is a little bit larger of a unit. We do have customers that use them out in the wind tower industry that are doing like inspections or having the rope access with it. So we do have some customers that use it for that. I also have some customers that prefer using the SX for rope access type applications. It's a little bit lighter of a unit, it's smaller. If you're doing AWS inspections, you're having to, like I said, maybe climb, use the rope access. The SX could always be a good option for you as well.
well,
if you're
the thing is what I do, you don't do rope access. You get put up on the iron and you have to either crawl or walk out to it while walking on the beams. You see what I'm saying? So, as far as a unit that size, as well as carrying, an encoder and stuff like that, unless you can freehand it. Can you do the freehand inspections?
You said it again, I can barely hear you.
Okay, the freehand inspection, as in not using any type of a track system or anything like that. Can your inspection still be done that way without a track?
Without a truck?
Track.
Sorry, it's really the volume.
The AC in here is really loud. I don't know. But it's that right through there that I think it's the entire building. That's for object situation. I don't.
Swap is coming out. I'm sorry, the AC in here is kind of loud. It's a little hard to hear you. Yeah, if you could type the question, I can read it and answer it. That might help a little bit.
Yeah, hold on.
All right, let's try now. I turned the volume up on the TV. Let's see if that helps out. See if we can hear you better now. Yeah, so you can do manual phase array with this. So like you don't have to have any type of encoder hooked up. You can do manual phase array inspections with it, and you can also do encoded. So either or depends on your application. Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's all my questions.
All right. Well, thank you.
I do have another question I want to talk to you about after you're all done here.
Okay.
Does anybody else have any more questions? Layla, Mr. Dorian?
Well, gave us a nice thumbs up, so I think he's on.
Yeah, you know what? Thank you for the invitation. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Not a problem, sir. Glad you were able to make
Join
it
anytime.
all the way from Florida too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually I'm in my office at home in Claremont, Florida, which is about 15 miles away from the resort. So yeah, I appreciate it.
Well, we have these every, third Thursday of the month. Thomas, my son, he's, the vice chair of our chapter. He'll send out
Nice.
the, next email to everyone to have the QR code and the code to log in. Apparently there was a mishap. Someone had, logged into the Zoom meeting on their computer. And so it nullified his, access code. We're not going to talk about the person that's not here who did that, so it's, we did our best to hurry up and get communication out to as fast as we could, but we do appreciate you joining in, sir.
No, thank you for the invite. Do me a favor and just put me on your mailing list. I'd appreciate it.
Will do.
Yeah.
And I think next month it's going to be eddy current, and are they going to cover eddy current array as well, or just one?
I'm not sure, so I won't be doing that current though. It'll probably be, James Fisher. Still, he's doing some traveling right now. He won't be back in town for another 2 weeks. So his communication with him is kind of limited right now. But we're working on that. If that one does not come through, then, we'll try to do XRF. Get Andrew up here. He's the rep for this area, so it should be an issue getting him up here. All right. And we'll get that one set up. I'll, try to work that. So I have, I just just saying, yeah.
All righty. Well, I'm not hearing from, well, Rob has his microphone muted, and he texted me, why is Dillon muted? Dillon's not muted, Rob. So, and I guess we're going to wrap it up here. It's 8 o'clock here. It's way past your bedtime, sir. All right, Bob. You take care and have a good evening, sir.
Okay, nice.
You know what? Thank you, guys. And your presentation was really good, Dylan. I liked it. Over at WDW, we have a lot of Olympus. I'm sure I have a rep already. We buy
yeah.
correct. Yes, I buy a lot of Olympus probes, everything. So we don't venture out of anything Olympus sells. So yeah, I really like the 650. We also have a 1000i, which is a really decent piece of equipment for phased array. So all right, thank you.
We got some stuff in the works for a machine coming after the 650. I can't talk too much about it, but we've got some cool stuff in the works for the 650's predecessor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just for fun, you ought to call your rep up and ask him to bring out that X3 so you can play around with it for a week or two.
Yeah, you know what? I could probably do that, but to Mr. Samsung, I didn't see the name on the login. We have a rope access team as well. I have the LT6 that they utilize for thickness gauging and things of that nature. But this unit here, to that gentleman's point, it's pretty heavy and it's bulky. So I see something like that unit being in like a shop environment. I'm thinking,
Right.
something that would be like a bench top.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it can be, like I said, it is a little bit bigger than, what most conventional rope access guys are used to. I've seen it used all over the place. Like I said, oil and gas is a real big industry. Usually, some guys come up with pretty creative equipment to drag all their stuff out where they're inspected and stuff like that. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you know what? I'll probably call my rep and have him come over and do a little dog and pony. We're always looking for the latest and greatest.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I would have thought about it when I was there, Mr. Green, I would have brought you one of these. What did y'all put? Dylan, I'm digging in your bag. These are actually one of the items that we're giving away at our ASNT promo. Little.
Oh yeah.
And it's large enough to fit a 600 or 650 in there. So people who have to climb towers and whatnot, slide it right inside there. We're also, I think this cable all messy. This, the golf towel, so you can use it, wipe off the coupling, wipe off your hands, take it golfing.
Well, I'll tell you what, Michael, when you come out to put my transformer in, you can bring me a bag and
I can do that. I'll make a point to put it over to the side so we don't get them all the way at the conference next week.
yeah, thanks. I wish I was heading out your way, right there in Houston. But I'm not going this year. I know we're going to host it here in 2025, I believe.
Right.
So that's going to be pretty awesome. One of the things I'm looking at doing is having a group come through shops, and for a tour. So that should be fun.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was actually impressive when I was there, seeing everything just moving around down the line. It was kind of interesting. The time that I was there earlier to the time I was there Monday, how much work was done on each one of those cars in such a short amount of time.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. What was the arrow up there to the right? Okay. So, here. Alrighty, well.
All right. I'm gonna sign out. So have fun at the fall conference. Really nice being a part of your section as far as this meeting. Fantastic. I'm always looking for opportunities to kind of get involved. So this is really neat. Networking is always awesome, as everybody on this conference call knows. You always run into somebody you know somewhere.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alrighty, you guys
Thank
have a
you,
great
guys.
evening. Thanks for joining.
Thank you. See ya.
All right, take care.
You got it.